Hi everybody, how you doing? I've got a special guest for you again this week, but it's not Mike, it's somebody else. After I've introduced you to my special guest, I'm going to have to go and sit outside. So I apologise for the noise of the traffic going past in advance. So here he is. Everybody, meet James.
Hi guys, how are you? I'm James. I'm the owner of Sit Cafe Kitchen in Colwyn Bay. I own it with my wife, Sarah. Sarah's from North Wales and she grew up here. We met together in the lakes and then we went abroad to the Canaries 6 years and had a bar. And then we came back and she wanted to come back to North Wales, so this is where we are now, living in Colwyn Bay, and we've got the cafe here. Been doing this all our lives between us, so we've got 40, 50 years worth of hospitality experience. What's so special about Sit Cafe? I think it's the environment and the atmosphere and the way we talk to people and treat people. You know, I want people to come in, have a chat, sit down, have a coffee or a beer, whatever they like, have a nice homemade cake, and just enjoy themselves. I've got to know a lot of people in Colwyn Bay, and that's the kind of people that we are. Just want to invite you in, have a friendly chit chat, and enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
Thanks, James. So that's one of the reasons why I come here, because James and Sarah are such fantastic hosts. But look at this as well. Delicious cakes, and they also do feature work from local artists, which is also fantastic. So thanks for your time, James. I'm going to sit outside now. So, apologies for the noise of the traffic. Now, I come to cafes in Colwyn Bay on purpose, and I also try to spend as much time in shops in Colwyn Bay as I can, rather than going elsewhere. And on top of that, I try to choose shops that aren't big independent chains, but are actually local retailers. And by doing that, I feel like I'm doing a tiny bit to re-inject something back into Colwyn Bay, a bit of life. And that's just one small thing that I'm doing in an attempt to help. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm just getting my Bible open here to the appropriate page. I don't know about you, but during this time, perhaps you've been thinking, like I have, that it feels harder to know how to help. You feel a little bit frustrated with the way things are, a little bit like your hands are tied, perhaps. I just want to encourage us to see this differently, perhaps. So have a listen to this. This is from Luke chapter 6, verses 37 to 38. It says, "Judge not, and you will not be judged. Condemn not, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you." Now, let's take that as an encouragement that we will be given in the measure that we give. So there's a principle for us. If we can give, it will get given back to us, so much so that when we put it in a cup, it'll overflow onto our lap. And elsewhere, I think it's in Matthew 10 verse 8, Jesus says to his disciples, you need to freely give because you've been given freely. And so I want to encourage us to really engage with what can we give at this time. We've been freely given stuff. You know, we've been given forgiveness and salvation and a new heart and a new identity, and all that kind of stuff. We've also been given material blessing too, and perhaps some of us have been given a bit of extra time now. Some of us haven't, but some of us have. So actually, out of the wealth of what we have been given, even if it's, somebody's giving you kindness, or somebody's giving you patience, or somebody's giving you joy, then we are in a position, if it's been given to us, to freely give that away. So I want to encourage you to do that. But also, there's a faith element in what Jesus said about you freely received. You can actually give, and you'll be given. It will be given to you. So actually, there's stuff that's beyond what we think we can do, that we can give as well. So I want to encourage you to think about that. What might be the thing that you perhaps don't feel like you can do, or is a bit of a stretch for you, and to think about whether that's something that you can give, something that you can contribute to be a blessing to others. Okay, I'm going to pray in a minute, but one of the reasons why I decided to try and spend my money in Colwyn Bay with local vendors is because I read in a magazine that at Christmas time, if we spent money in shops run by locals that were independent and not big chain stores, that would reinvest £3 million more into the local economy. So I think it's really something that I've really engaged with, and that's one of the little things that I can do to try and make Colwyn Bay a better place, as well as the other things that we do, like pray blessing on Colwyn Bay, etc. So I want to encourage you to have a think about what you can do to be a blessing to Colwyn Bay in this time. So let me pray. Jesus, I want to thank you that you have given us so much. Lord, the list is such a long list, and I really want to thank you that in being given all of this stuff, that actually empowers us to give it away. So Lord, would you help us to see what we've got, and help us to see how we can give it away during this time of great need. Lord, that will look different for each one of us, because it's according to what we've been given that we're able to give away. But Lord, I also ask that you would stretch our faith in this time to be generous and to be giving in areas where perhaps we haven't given before, or in areas where it's a stretch for us. So Lord, just thank you that you're totally in that, and that you're the one that provides in that step of faith. And we just thank you for that, and the adventure that brings. So Lord, just bless our actions as we seek to be more giving in this time. Amen. Okay, bless you guys, and have a good week. I'll be in touch again next week. Bye bye.